guys, it's your girl Dej and welcome back to our Poppin' Ash channel. If it's your first time on this channel, make sure to stop this video right now and go hit that subscribe button and become part of the HP and Dej family. Okay, so obviously y'all know by the title we are about to be doing a story time, but we're about to be kind of doing a story time slash mukbang. So how do y'all say it, like mukbang or mukbang? I don't know how to say it. Someone voice memo me on Instagram and tell me how to say it, period. But y'all know I've got my boiling crab, okay, period. This is my shit. Okay, I got my king crab, my potatoes, my corn. We like to just eat, and I'm about to tell y'all this tea. I've been waiting to get this off my chest at this point. Okay, so we are going to get right into the story time, you guys. And just a PSA, I'm sorry if I say like a lot because I notice when I tell stories, I always say like. So I'm gonna practice that from now on to try not to say it. Look at this. This is about to be it's about to be hella good. Okay, let me just tell y'all how the whole story started. I always want to be on Bad Girls Club. Y'all know me, y'all know, like, I've always just wanted to be on that show. That was like my dream show. So when I was 20 years old, I had applied online. I remember I honestly forgot what exact name of the website was, but I remember I just looked up how to apply for Bad Girls Club, period. I applied online, and the questions that they were asking me said, what was your first name? What was your last name? It was like your birthday, how old are you? The bottom part was saying, describe yourself, and it made you like write a certain amount of words, like describing yourself. And then at the end, it had me add 7 pictures of myself. Y'all, I'm probably really gonna edit out a lot of me eating because I can't eat and talk at the same time. Y'all, look at this shit right here. I'm gonna put this in some of my sauce, like, bro. Okay, so I added the 7 pictures of myself, right? And then that was pretty much it for the online application process. Like, it was really simple. After that, I would say it was like about 2 weeks later. I was actually with my best friend at the time, and me and him were driving. Actually, we were actually on our way to go smoke with another one of our friends. So we were just driving over, and I got this call from this number. It was like I knew it was an out-of-state number because I knew it wasn't like a number, an area code I've ever seen before. Like, it definitely wasn't like Sacramento or anything. So I was like, I didn't even know who it was at the time. So I answered, and I remember the lady's name actually. Her name was Maxine. I answered the phone, and she said, hi, is this Deja? I was like, yes. And she was like, hi, my name is Maxine. Like, I'm a producer from Bad Girls Club, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like totally shook, you guys. Like, and when I was on the phone, I was with my best friend in the car, and the phone was on speaker, so my best friend heard it too, and we were both geeks. We were like, oh my gosh, like trying to be quiet and stuff. But she said, yeah, so we really liked your application, we really liked your pictures. Like, I'm shook, you guys, like literally shook. And so this was like the second part of like the application process. So she said, we need you to take videos with 6 people in your life and sit in the video with them and have them describe you. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen Bad Girls Club. When like the very first episode is like when they introduce the girls, and they show videos from like the girls with their parents at home, and their parents like sitting like, oh yeah, like blah blah blah, just describing them and stuff. So I was so juiced. I was like, y'all, at this point I really think I'm about to be on Bad Girls Club right now. She told me to take the videos with your friends, and like I think she gave me like a time period, like within the week, and then email it to her. So boom, y'all. I think I took a video with my little sister Desiree. I took a video with my cousin Colette. Separately, obviously, had each person describe me. I took a video with my best friend at the time. I took a video with my closest friend Enoshe. Y'all, I really have witnesses to this shit. Like, this shit really happened. And mind you guys, like, I'm about to be 24 this year in August, and this happened when I was 20. So this was like 3, almost 4 years ago. Be the best part. My video. Oh, and I took a video with my mom. If y'all saw my my BBL vlog with my mom, you know she's just like me, but she's hella lit, but she's just the older version of me. She was her ass was hella excited to take a video with me because she really thought her ass was gonna be on TV. After I had took the videos with everyone, I had put the videos together and emailed them back to her, right? And then I didn't hear from her again for another week or so, maybe even longer than that, maybe like 2 to 3 weeks that I didn't hear from her after that. Because I remember it was like almost a month, so I was like, I thought I didn't get it, so I was like, oh, whatever. After like 3 weeks of me sending her the videos like of my friends introducing me, so she called me. She asked if I was free for a Skype call. Y'all, I was like, bruh, like shit got real quick for me. So at the time, like I wasn't really ready. Like at that specific time, I was like, I wasn't dressed, like my hair wasn't done, my makeup wasn't done, like I wasn't like nothing, I wasn't put together. I lied to her. I was like, oh, I'm out and about right now. I remember I was like, oh, I'm out and about at the store right now. Could we Skype in about an hour or two, like when I get home? And she's like, yeah, that's totally fine, blah, blah. It's gonna be me and 2 other people. Literally, like, what the fuck? I'm like sweating bullets. Like, I'm so nervous. So I was with my best friend at the time. So we go back to the house and I like get ready. Y'all, I put my best outfit on. I put my best. I did my hair hella good. Like, I was making sure my face was beat. I was ready. I was like, I need to put my best foot forward, okay? So boom. So I Skyped them, y'all, when I literally feel like I was just sitting there like I felt like I was in an interview. Like that shit was fucking scary. Well, I really pretty much was when it was in an interview, but it was just it was so nerve-wracking. So it was actually 2 girls or 2 white women, and then there was 1 white man. They looked like they're about like in their mid-30s, maybe not even 40s. They really looked like they're in their mid-30s. They didn't look that old at all. They were really friendly. They were really like upbeat, really nice. Like it wasn't like any tension or any awkwardness or anything. So they're just like pretty much going over everything I already sent them, and they're kind of just asking me more questions about myself. I remember they asked me what like why do you want to be on the Bad Girls Club, and then they were asking me what makes you a bad girl, and I was just saying things like, you know, my personality. I was telling them I have this like I don't give a fuck attitude, I'm really confident. But then I remember this specific answer because I told them, I was like, but being a bad girl doesn't mean like being mean or being snotty or being a bully, because I remember if y'all grew up watching Bad Girls Club, like at least one every season. There's always at least 1 bully every season, and I hated that. Like I hated girls who were just mean and just bullies for no reason, because to me that's not what a bad girl's about. And I made sure I told them that. I was like, I hope y'all don't think I'm gonna be coming up in here being a bully, trying to run stuff. Like no, like I'm me, I'm my personality, but I'm not no mean bitch. Like I'm not a bully, okay? And so pretty much I was just telling them like, yeah, like I'm really independent, I'm carefree, I'm very outspoken, I'm so outgoing. Like I'll walk into the party and get it started. If no one's drinking, if there's nothing popping off, I'm going to start the party. I'm going to get on the table and I'm gonna shake my ass. And that's that. That like Skype interview, I think, was for them to like, I thought it was for them to get to know me and see how I am like on camera. Then she, the woman, the Maxine, I don't remember the other 2 people's names, but I remember the girl's name was Maxine. And she was telling me, yeah, we're trying to find like some girls from like California side. We're trying to find some girls from New York, Atlanta, like all over. So I think she was telling me that there's gonna be 10 girls and they're choosing like 2 from different states or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be lit. Like I was so excited for it. Yeah, I literally just spilled on my shirt. I'm so irritated. I had to scoot up. Okay, I'm gonna sit like right here so y'all don't come for me. Am I standing on my shirt? Y'all, I forgot to eat my fucking food. That was pretty much the Skype call, right? So after she got off Skype, she was like, I'll get back to you within a couple weeks. She was telling me that we still have some other girls to interview, etc., etc. So after the Skype, I had Skyped her. I didn't hear back from her for about 2 weeks, y'all. And then y'all, shit got fucking real, bro. I've been getting some good ass. Look at this, y'all. Look at, I keep on dropping everything. Like, damn, Haley gonna be hella mad. This floor gonna be dirty. So back to the story. So she called me 2 weeks later and she was like, Deja, I just want to congratulate you. Like, we want you to come on the Bad Girls Club. Y'all, I flipped the fuck out. When I tell y'all, I literally started crying. I remember I was with my friend at the time and I was crying. She was crying. Like, when I tell y'all, this was really my dream. That is so ghetto. My dream is to be on Bad Girls Club. But you guys, seriously, like, I was really crying because I was so happy. I started posting on Twitter, on Instagram, on Snapchat. If y'all follow me on social media back then, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I was posting everywhere. Guys, I'm so excited. I'm about to be on Bad Girls Club. All my friends were messaging me, congratulating me, like, oh my God, you're so perfect for that show, blah, blah, blah. I remember my best friend at the time, he was like, bitch, he was like, you know how the show lets you bring friends on the show sometimes? They was like, bitch, you better bring me. Like, I was geeked, okay? So anyways, I remember on the phone call I had brought up to her a concern of mine because I was only 20 at the time, you guys. So I was telling her, I was like, don't you have to be 21? Because I know everyone goes to clubs, etc., etc. And so she was like, yeah, I know you turn 21 in August, right? And I said yes. And she said, that's perfect because we start, so sorry guys, I didn't tell you like what time of the year it was. So when I applied and all this stuff, it was like in early February, like when she got back to me, it was about March. So I think at this time, after all the weeks of like talking to her, at this point, it's like March or April. And so she was telling me that, filming starts in August. So she was asking me, I remember the exact date. It was August 6th. And then the return date was October 2nd or something like that. But it was about 2 months, right? So she was telling me like, yeah, would you rather fly out from Sacramento? Would you rather fly out from San Francisco? And then I told her, and then so she was like, booking my flight information. So she was like, okay, I'm gonna send you confirmation of your flight. I'm gonna email it to you or let you know what time you need to like be at the airport this day. She was like giving me all the dates and stuff, and she said it was perfect that she said it was okay that I was only 20 because I would turn 21 while filming. So she was just explaining to me before I turned 21, I pretty much wouldn't be able to like go out to the club and drink and stuff, but I can still like obviously partake in the activities in the house. But she was asking me like, are you okay with being recorded 24 hours a day? And I was like, yeah. She was asking me like, even like if you go to the bathroom, even when you're taking a shower, like if you're hooking up with someone in the house, like that's gonna be recorded. Obviously it'll be blurred out, but she was pretty much just like letting me know like everything will be recorded. I'm like, yeah, that's totally fine. And then she like was like, oh, I'm gonna send you like pretty much an agreement in your email that you have to like a document you have to read over and sign, just like all this shit, you guys, like all like the legitimate shit. And she also asked me, she's like, are you in a relationship? And this is like when me and Haley first started dating. Like we were a fresh couple. So I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't even think we were dating yet. I think we were in our talking stage. I think we were like in a real like serious relationship yet. So I was like, yeah, but I told her, I was like, yeah, I have a girlfriend, I'm a lesbian. She really liked that for some reason. Like she loved that shit. But then I always thought back to Bad Girls Club, there's always a lesbian on the show. So after I had got off the phone with her, she was just pretty much telling me like she'll keep me updated like through email and phone calls, etc., etc. So I was like, bro, like, oh my gosh, like at this point it's really hitting me. Like I was like, oh my god, I'm really feeling me on Bad Girls Club. Like it's when this right here is when she had me fucked up. It hit me. She had emailed me much of Bad Girls. She was like telling me all like the Bad Girls Club stuff, blah blah blah. And then she said, but there is a coaching fee that needs to be paid. That's the only thing that needs to be paid. Everything else is taken care of. Like your food out here, all your expenses and stuff out here is taken care of. She was explaining to me how they give you like pretty much a certain amount of money each week, and how you spend it is how you spend it. So I'm like, okay, cool. But she was like, the only thing need to be paid is a coaching fee, because pretty much like there are some parts that are gonna pretty much need to be acted out, pretty much is what she was telling me. And I was like, okay, like cool. So she said the coaching fee was $450. She's like, I'm gonna send you like the website. I think I paid through the website that I applied on, if I'm not mistaken, because I know I didn't like send her any money through like a PayPal or Cash App or like I don't think there was Cash App back then, but nothing like that. I wish I still had the receipts, you guys. Like I wish I did YouTube like four years ago, like when this happened, so I could have done the story time back then, because obviously it's been like 4 years now, so I don't have the number or the email or anything like that anymore. I hella forgot about this shit, but I think I just thought about it, so I was like, let me just do a story time on this. Anyways, so I forgot where I paid from, but I remember before I had paid, I was like showing like my friends like the papers, like, and make sure it's like it was legit. And everyone was like, yeah, like it makes sense that like you would have to like pay a coaching fee, but everything else is like paid for. So I'm just like, okay, I'm feeling good about it. But then I asked my mom and showed my mom. My mom was like, yeah, pretty much just all sounds legit. So y'all, boom, I paid the $450. I remember I didn't have it right at that time because y'all, I'm 20, like I'm not balling like that yet. So I remember I worked at the mall, so I had to wait till I got paid. So like that next Friday, that's when I sent her the $450. And that same day she had messaged me, actually, okay, you're all good, I'll keep you updated, like blah blah blah. So keep in mind, y'all, this is like the end of March, right? So when I paid my shit, so I didn't hear back from her like for a while, like a minute. Like when I didn't hear back from her for the first 2 weeks, it was kind of normal, because every other time I was talking to her, like we were talking like in between like 2-3 weeks. So I was okay, whatever. But it was like starting to be like almost to May, like almost a month. And so I'm just like, okay, I haven't heard from her. So I was getting kind of nervous. So I reached out to her. I was like, hey, just making sure everything's still good, still set in stone, blah, blah, blah. So she had messaged me back, hey, Deja, everything's all good. She's like, I have you all set. Like, I can't wait to work with you. blase. It's like we're not shooting till August, so like when it gets closer to the day, that's like when I'll be more in communication with you. I'm like, okay, cool. So I didn't hear, so that was like around May or so. So I remember I was actually on Facebook, you guys. So this is like it's like a week after that. So this is like in sometime in May. So I took my makeup off with this sauce, oh my gosh. But I saw on Facebook, you guys, it was like, I forgot what season of Bad Girls Club was airing, but pretty much I saw a link that it was the final season of Bad Girls Club and there wasn't gonna be any more seasons after that. So I kind of got nervous. So I screenshotted that. No, actually I went on Google after that and I was like, Bad Girls Club. And I remember reading something about Oxygen like taking Bad Girls Club off their channel. So I was just like, what the hell? So I screenshotted both of those things and I emailed it to her and I was like, hey, I saw this on Facebook. I'm just wondering, like, are you guys coming out with a surprise season, or am I not supposed to be saying that I'm gonna be on Bad Girls Club? Is it a top secret? And as I'm sure you guys already know, I never heard back from them, ever. Let me back up a little bit. So I didn't hear back from her for a couple days, but I wasn't that nervous because sometimes when I talked to her, she would take a day to respond. Usually she always responded in the same day. She never took a few days to respond initially, whatever. So after a couple days, I was just like, okay. So I called the number, like the number that I talked to her on like multiple times. I called that number and that number was like disconnected. So it was like, oh, this number is no longer in service, that kind of message or whatever. So I thought she had blocked my number. So I had actually called off my best friend's phone and my sister's phone just to see like if she blocked me, but she didn't block me. So I was just, it said the same message for their phones too. So it wasn't just my number. So I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, what the fuck? So I remember that I had Skyped her I had Skyped them for that Skype interview that one time. So I went on Skype and I tried to call them on Skype, and I never even used Skype. That was the first time I ever used Skype in my life. But I called them on Skype, obviously didn't go through. I tried to call them on my friend's Skype, didn't go through. Obviously I'm emailing. I emailed from heck of different emails, you guys. Like I was going bad. I was like, how the fuck y'all gonna steal my money, blah blah blah. So I was just really confused, you guys. So I went on Google. I even went on Google and looked up Bad Girls Club scam, like hella stuff, because I was really confused, but I didn't find anything back then. I wonder if there's some stuff up there now. I don't know. I'm gonna look that up today. Yeah, like literally, guys, I never ever heard back from them. And like I was just feeling, honestly, I was just feeling hella dumb. So before y'all come in these comments talking about you're hella dumb, you're so stupid for sending them $450, blah blah blah, save it, okay? Because I don't need to hear that, okay? This was 4 years ago. I was hella young, y'all. Clearly I was naive as fuck. Like obviously I would never do nothing like that now, okay? That was like 4 years ago. Anyways, so y'all, really seriously, do not come for me, because it wasn't just like I messaged them on, or went on a janky website, or messaged them on Instagram, or like, hey, I want to be on Bad Girls Club, and I just Cash App them or PayPal them $450. I even had like my mom look over everything, like my friends was really with me through this whole process, you guys. And this wasn't just a quick process. Like this wasn't just like, oh, they messaged me and said, okay, it's $450. Like, no, y'all, this is like through 3 months. Cause like when I first applied in February, they called me back like the end of February. Then I had that phone interview March, and that Skype interview, and then she called me with email. So it's like through a long period of time before I had paid the coaching fee. Y'all get me? So obviously, like I literally, ever since then, I never heard back from them, and I just took that as an L. I turned it into a fucking lesson. I turned that L into a lesson. Okay, sucks being scammed. Like, and honestly, I was actually really sad, y'all, because like that shit was really my dream. I really wanted to be on Bad Girls Club for so long. Like I was waiting to turn 21, you guys, to apply, and then they want to shut down the whole show. Like what the hell? And then I want to get scammed. Like what the hell? That is my I got scammed by Bad Girls Club story. Had brought up to me, she was like, what if like it was real? Like what if it was like the real Oxygen people, like the real Bad Girls Club producers, but the show just got shut down? Just like pretty much shut the whole show down. Because when I did pay my coaching fee, she did tell me like, oh, this is non-refundable. So like if you had a family emergency that which like you wouldn't be able to come on the show. She pretty much said if I've had a family emergency or anything that you wouldn't be able to come on the show, they can't refund you this $450. So you're like pretty much checking up this $450. So she was like, what if it was just like real Oxygen, but Bad Girls Club got shut down, so they just like pretty much like never, like pretty much just everyone just got left out their money? Or do y'all think it's that, like it was really like y'all, like I like if it really was some scammers, you guys, like literally y'all is some good ass scammers, because that shit was hella real. Like, so I don't know if it was like really the Oxygen people and Bad Girls Club just got shut down, so like pretty much there's no more Bad Girls Club, or if it was really a scamming ass motherfucker who just made this whole shit up, because I never found anything online by anybody else being scammed by a Bad Girls Club, y'all. So I don't know. Like, this is like, it used to bother me a lot when it first happened. Like, I was hella sad about it for so long, you guys, but now I don't give a fuck. That was 4 years ago, whatever. The show's not even on TV no more, so it's whatever. But at first I was hella sad about it, you guys. Like, I was like, what the fuck? So y'all, let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about the story time. Like, what are y'all thinking right now? Let me know if you guys enjoyed this story time. If you guys did like this story time that I did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe to this Poppin' Ash channel. And we will see, we're gonna be back. Haley gonna be back in the next video. We about to get it poppin' for you guys. We about to give y'all what you want, okay? I'll see y'all next time. I'm out.